with so many transitions that we're all going through at this time, I just felt really the need to do a video to share some awareness that came my way. I don't know why I'm so hesitant. So I'm examining my whole journey for the last 8+ months with this whole transition that I'm going through. And I'm taking all my notes and all my recorded information, and I'm trying to comprise this theory that I've come up with. And in the process of all of that, more theories are being created from all the experiences that we're all going through during this intense time. And I'm breaking down myself and breaking down relationships, whether in love and also with friendships and things like that. I'm trying to get down to the core of what creates the fears and the uncertainties and a feeling of lack of love. And I share with you my experience about seeing how wanting to be loved was so important that I made myself small. So that was an aha moment for me, and it was also the beginning of taking a deeper dive into what's beyond that. So first I got a chance to see that since I was a little girl, that it was important to feel and want to feel loved. Now I've gone back even further, and I've taken a look at myself as a spirit having a human experience, and identifying that these fears come out of uncertainty for the little girl in me, that I'm here on an earth that sometimes people are loving with their hearts and sometimes they're not loving with their hearts. So I'm experiencing this cornucopia of the ability to be vulnerable, the ability not to be vulnerable ever since I was a little girl. And when I looked deeper into that, I thought I must be being punished. And if I'm not truly from my mother and father's, my mother and father, those are my earth parents, then I must be being punished, and I must have done something really bad to Mother, Father, God. And that was what I found at the core of my truth. And it makes me understand why there's been self-doubt and shame along with that. Now, this human experience, I don't say in any capacity that I have it figured out, but what I did get a chance to see is that from that truth, can you imagine what life can be like through those experiences? So obviously it's not the sum total of my thoughts. So what that means for me is that I'm having that as some of my truths, so my life experiences start to create from that truth format. I'm also, a child of God, and I do have that truth, right? So that's part of my life experience. And then there's also this feeling of my heart, and when I'm making these videos, or I'm being kind to others, and there's that truth of feeling spirit move through me that way. And all of these truths are making up the sum total of my human experience. Now, let's go even deeper. If that's making up the sum total of my human experience, how do you change that? How do you go from these truths to creating these experiences through these truths that we have told ourselves to be true? So it's funny because when I have my conversations with spirit, I'm not shamed in any capacity whatsoever. in fact, I'm being told that I love. But this truth that I have, that I must have done something to anger him. That's why I'm here, right? It's like a hidden truth inside of me. It's creating these sideways experiences based on that. And it's connecting my energy up with energies that match that. And this has been the sum total of my earthly experience for 49 years. And I'm at a place right now where I'm ready to experience the truth of the real truth of love, the real truth that we are loved, that this isn't a punishment, it was an opportunity. So it's going in at that baseline experience and creating a new truth through experiences I've had a chance to have. And this is two things that are really profound in this for me. One is that I know now where to go to, so I don't have to go back to a relationship I had. I can go back to the original relationship of my false thoughts, my false beliefs in that relationship, so I can open the doorway up. So with these false truths and false beliefs, no matter how amazing spirit is, right? I'm only going to get a chance to experience partial of that experience because that background, sorry, there's a plane, so we're going to wait for a second. That background piece of me not believing that I'm good and shaming myself sets up an only partial experience from that pure love. And I'm ready to experience the full-heartedness of all that love. And I believe that this is the direction of understanding and finally healing the relationship in my own mind, in my own truth. So that's the first piece to this this discovery that I wanted to share with you. The second part to this discovery is that where this gets us right into the manifestation piece of everything, right? So this manifestation that we're all experiencing in our own lives is at the core of us. So that's for you to discover. I'm going to stop right there. If I can manifest the shame unintentionally and create life experiences that reinforce that shame, I can also transform these fears into something pretty magical through manifestation. And that's what I wanted to share with all of you. I'm going to give a shout out. This information really came to a clear awareness through a dear friend of mine. Her name is Yelena. So a shout out to Yelena. Yelena, peace. Thank you so much for your ability to bounce this information, allowing me to discover this, always being so truthful with your awareness of yourself and your ability to never put the brakes on a conversation or the willingness to explore how deep that conversation can go. You are really an inspiration to me, and I'm so grateful that I've been provided with just you in my life. Not just, but you know, that reflection is pretty profound, and I'm grateful for it, and I'm grateful for how it allowed me to come to this deeper understanding within myself. I send out to all of you so much compassion and appreciation for the ride that you've chosen to take within yourself, to not stop when you think you found the answers, but to keep going, to explore more answers within yourself, and not having the fear that holds others accountable for our own materialization, manifestation, and truest love relationships within ourselves. So congratulations if you're watching this. We're really hitting a new place within ourselves, and the support of watching, the support of sharing is all part of encouraging the bravery to keep going and keep looking. So thank you to all of you that have provided that for me. I'm so grateful. You've been a reflection of Creator for me. That means so much. And I hope that I have also offered you the same reflection. And guaranteed there are people out there that may eventually get to this video that I've not provided the reflection of Creator. I've provided the reflection of their fears and uncertainties. But this is an opportunity for you to also know that this human experience is a freaking crazy one. And I know that you're doing your very best, and I know that I'm doing my very best to get to the truth of love within. Many blessings.